first started as a social media kind of passion project. We had our executive director and founder, Laura Maxwell, just had a real heart and passion for the orphan community and the foster care community. And so as she would hear about needs that would come in from case managers, she would post them on Facebook, and she would offer up, hey, there's a child in foster care or a foster parent that needs a bed to take in a sibling group, or they really want a pair of wrestling shoes to be able to be on the wrestling team. And as she would post those needs, the community would respond, and they started to see more and more growth from that, and so they incorporated it as a nonprofit, and that was 8 years ago, and we've now grown to represent 14 chapters in 22 counties.
So my daughter goes to Hayhire Elementary, and they were actually involved with Call to Care and were asking for donations for journey bags. So we, as a company, donated a few journey bags to the school. And then upon figuring out who they were, working with for the journey bags, we contacted Call to Care directly to see how we could get involved.
We serve thousands of children in our community. Here in Lowndes County, there's over 200 children in foster care, and that number continues to grow daily. So we've made a huge impact in providing beds for them to be able to sleep in, allowing sibling groups to stay together. We help relative placements, as these families weren't prepared to add another child to their home, but they willingly step forward. And so we can respond to those emergent needs of a pack and play for a baby that just came home from the hospital, or a car seat just to be able to transport them from this unsafe home to the new home that they're going to be in. So really supporting foster families, helping support relatives as they've just been able to step forward in this time of need, and showing them that their community is there and they're not alone in this.
So when we donated the duffel bags, that was our first interaction with them, but after speaking to Christina and figuring out exactly what they do, we just felt called to do something more than just donate a few duffel bags. So we decided to donate part of our sales profits for the month to them for the Christmas season.
We started 8 years ago just in Tifton, Georgia, and we now support 22 counties with 14 different chapters. So many ways that you can be able to help out with us. The simplest is getting involved with our social media, sharing our post, commenting on it, being able to advocate in your community just to show and increase the awareness for the needs that we have in our own hometown. A huge need is for monthly partners. We will post needs on social media for a bed, for a bicycle, for the wrestling shoes that I mentioned earlier, and our community does a fantastic job of stepping forward to meet those needs, but having monthly partners to come alongside us and help us keep the doors to our resource center open, and be able to have beds on hand so that we're not waiting and trying to find a donor here to meet this need over there all within 24 hours. So monthly partners is a huge need. And then we have all kinds of volunteer opportunities. If people want to come and volunteer with us at our resource center, sorting through donations, service projects is a great way to get involved.
I think our wish aligns with Call to Care's vision, which is that all the kids in our community have a nice, loving, safe home to go home to for the holidays.
Our vision is that every child would be placed in a Christ-centered, loving home. We are a faith-based nonprofit, and there's a crisis in the shortage of foster homes in the nation, but especially in our own county. And when a kid comes into care and there's not a home for them in their own community, they get placed in another county. And so now their court visits, their family visits, their case manager visits are traveling for hours just to make those weekly and monthly visits happen. So our wish for every child this Christmas is that they would have a home that's open and a safe place to sleep in their own community, and just to be able to foster that reunification and really partner with parents to get their families back together.